What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Shout out to all those beginner investors and traders out there. Y'all already know who it is, but if you don't, figgy. It's Kavire Valentine. You done pulled up to the block market. This is Hood Money Investing. I wanted to talk to you fellow investors and traders out there, you beginner investors and traders out there like myself, to see how you feel about the squeeze. What do you think about the 100k floor and the 500k price target for the ceiling? And my thoughts, because as a beginner, okay, I feel like with the information that I've obtained and a little bit of knowledge that I've obtained in the last 11 months, it serves me, pretty good. I've watched GameStop, put people through the mill, and it was just like we were on a roller coaster, okay? I've watched AMC do the same thing within the last 3 to 4 months, and it just seems as if we're setting up for the same thing. Okay. Now, I'm not saying we're not going to break past 1,000 with the SEC paying attention to what's going on and politicians getting involved. You have series, Netflix, Hulu, and all this about GameStop and trading being halted. They're creating series, movies, whatever the case is. Okay. Now, this could put people in this space to talk about it and enhance the squeeze, okay, and send it to that 100k. I'm not saying that it can't happen because, mathematically it does make sense when you think about how many shares they've shorted, the synthetic shares, the phantom shares, the lending, the borrowing, the borrow fees. It's just astronomical as far as what's taking place, right? But what I imagine happening is the retail investor holding and the institutions getting super, super rich. Because if we hold, that will constantly send that buying pressure through the roof. And if we consistently buy as it's going up, it will send it up faster, okay? But without having the software that these hedge funds and these institutions have, where they can, see these trades and they can see this stock shooting up where we can't, and hit the dime or that ceiling or that floor right at that mark, these are the ones that are going to be making the money off of us holding. And that's just how I feel. I feel like, as a retail investor, you should set a price target. Don't keep getting pulled in to these people talking about technicals and mathematics and data, because that right there will be your downfall, because you're allowing these people to psychologically, push you into believing, based on everything that they've done, that this will cause this squeeze to go to 100,000 when they are still holding down GameStop as well as other stocks. And that's another thing that I wanted to mention. These people are shorting tons of stocks. So it's not just going to be AMC and GameStop that are going to squeeze. If one happens to squeeze, that means every pipe is going to bust. All these companies that they are shorting, that means all of the pipes are going to bust. So not only will AMC supposedly reach 100K, you'll have other companies squeezing as well. So while they're making you believe that AMC is the only company is going to squeeze, that means they will have to cover positions for all the stocks that they shorted. So this is where, I think that these people on these YouTube channels, they are forgetting to remind you, or they're just purposely trying to get you riled up to hold so that they can make money on your diligence, on you being on committing holding, and when it goes up to 100K, they make money and then it falls back down to 1,000 or 500. You see what I'm saying? So, I would suggest, me personally, I'm going to take profits, little bits and pieces as it's going up and as it's coming down. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit there and hold, and that is the worst strategy. Like, they're sitting there, they're like, listen, I know how many shares that I plan on holding for GameStop. And this is another reason why I don't think people, especially if you have bills to pay and you have a family and, you put your life savings into this, I wouldn't advise you. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor or nothing like that. I'm not a professional. I'm a beginner investor and trader, but believe me, I've watched these cycles for almost 4 years. And I'm telling you now that this is about these people that are telling us to hold. They're not wrong saying that the price is going to shoot up, but for them to be telling people to hold to 100,000, in my opinion, they have an agenda. They want it to go up to a certain amount so that they can capitalize, and then you're rushing to capitalize when that knife is falling. You see what I'm saying? Where they'll be in a perfect position to not only catch the top, but then when AMC falls back down to $100 or something like that, they'll have millions or billions of dollars and just buy thousands of shares back, millions of shares back. You see, it's just like, so, this is just my personal opinion, but all these people out here talking about hold to 100,000 and hold to 500K, it's not even psychologically possible. Like, yes, we've held together as a collective up till this far, but it's people out there with too many hardships in life, too many obstacles in their way, too many bills, and a whole lot of others for you to be listening to somebody that probably has no hardships, that has no problems in life, trying to make you believe that you're going to catch that 100,000 when there's only going to be there's going to be a very short amount of people, that's going to catch that. And I can guarantee it's going to be hedge funds and institutions first. So, that's the reason why I'm not condoning it, man. Don't get caught up with these shills and these agents that know how to appeal to you and, your error and make you feel like they're friends and family and all that. But the truth of the matter is they are here to make you whole, to push that. Just think about it. It's 300 million AMC shareholders plus. Think about all of us holding, and then the few institutions that's not going to hold when it reaches its peak. So we just help them, scalp the top. And man, please, please don't get caught up, man. Don't get caught up with these Instagram phonies, man. I'm telling you. And I'm just a beginner and I can see right through this BS. And then it might get halted just like they did the GameStop. And if it doesn't, okay, maybe 3,000, maybe 10K. Because even if people are selling, the best thing to do is sell, because you could just buy back if it happens to drop, which is going to send that price further up, because we are going to be covering, certain price targets where, where it can't go back down and I'm trying to figure out a way to explain this because, you know, once we get that $5, that $10, that 15, you know, once people cover all those positions, it's hard for a stock to fall back down there because we're covering all those price targets. And that's what's going to keep happening when you got people buying back in, because you're going to have people that's not going to sell at those low price targets at $5 and $10, but you'll have people selling at 20 and 40 and 50. And then you'll have people buying back in at 20 and 30 and 40, all the way up to 100 plus. So it's like all those price targets are going to be covered. So it's going to be hard for that share price to come back down. So now, you know, it's just going to be causing more upward pressure. So holding is not like the, you know, and forgive me for being a beginner and not explaining that probably the best way that it can be explained. But it's just like, come on, like if you are trying to hold until it goes to 100K, I mean, please tell me please tell me about it. Please let me know down in the comments, you know, because I'm going to be here all the way, whether it goes up to 500K, 100K, it doesn't even matter. I'm going to hold shares. You know, I have multiple, you know, portfolios with AMC. So I'm not getting rid of all my shares. But at the same time, I refuse to sit and wait to see if it's going to go to 500K. And then I'm left holding the bag. And my portfolio is looking like, you know, where I'm down 500,000 or 2 million or something crazy because I refuse to take profits and wait until it reached 500K and only a few people got it, and then the knife dropped all the way back down to 1,000. Come on, I refuse to do something like that. That's all I gotta say. I mean, forgive me for rambling, you guys. To all my beginner investors and traders out there like myself, man, we're gonna keep on keeping each other informed. We're gonna keep on trying to see, you know, what's going on out there in the stock market and how can we help, you know, build each other's tips, tricks, and strategies, you know, help each other advance and learn, man, and build and grow as much as possible, to learn as much as possible in this space, man, when it comes to stocks and investing. So, you know, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. It's Kavai Ray Valentine. Please check me out on Instagram, Kavai_Ray Valentine, and we're going to keep on, man, trying to bring this info, man, to help as many people as I can, you know, and as we can. So that's pretty much it, man. I'm out of here. It's a Block Market, tuned in to Hood Money Investing.
They out there panicking right now. I can feel it. They out there. They're panicking. Look at them.
Now, you're not naive enough to think we're living in a democracy, are you, buddy? It's the free market. And you're part of it.
Something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute?
After everything we've done for you.
Oh, see, I made Lewis a bet here. Lewis bet me that we couldn't both get rich and put you on the poorhouse at the same time. He didn't think we could do it. I won.
I lost. $1.
Thank you, Lewis.
After you.
Certainly.